All right, everybody, here we are on Metropolis for Game 8. It's going to be KenZy Esports Club VortiX. He's the purple Zerg down on the bottom spawn. Against our current champion, it is Startail Squirtle once again as the red Protoss on the top side of the map. So Metropolis is an interesting map. It is actually, I think, our only one in the map pool where you can spawn in any of the 4 locations. So you can see VortiX already checking that close flying position with his Overlord. He'll probably send a drone or a Ling to one of those other positions after he deduces that Squirtle's not there. So Squirtle obviously going to have to choose his scouting path as well. Looks like he is going to go the same route with that and check the Zelnaga Tower first and then eventually get over there. But anyway, the series so far, we've been talking about it. You've been watching it. It's been pretty back and forth. Squirtle took a quick 2-0 lead, but since then, every other game, VortiX has been able to make something happen.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, he's been playing so impressive all day long. A lot of people are expecting this to be a walkover, and this series is easily as close as Coca versus Squirtle last week. I mean, we've even actually, if Squirtle ends up winning this game, we'll have the same score. It's going to be 5-3. So, yeah, even if VortiX does lose this game, it's going to be a really, really respectable performance for him, silencing a lot of the haters, I'm sure.
Well, I'm not even sure it's hate. It's just like Squirtle.
Doubters.
Second place GSL, second place IPL4.
I know how it looks, yeah.
Murderer of all players versus VortiX, who I've heard of one time or, you know, maybe no times. So I can see, obviously, on the surface for a lot of people, it's just like, what is this match? Why even watch? But VortiX obviously opening some eyes. And, yeah, I got to agree with you. Getting 3 wins against Squirtle's great, and he could actually make it 4 or 5.
Yeah, no kidding.
Here on Metropolis.
It's not over yet. That's for sure.
He's got a chance. So he's
what is this?
He's really just got to keep up what he's been doing. I mean, it's been pretty reactionary so far. I think last game was really the only one where he was the aggressor all game long. He held off those DTs well enough where he didn't ever have to really worry about a big push coming and stomping him. But I have to note that Squirtle didn't have time or didn't choose to make Colossi. He just went Blink, and the fact that he went Blink meant that he didn't have that splash damage, never got Storm, went with the Dark Shrine instead of the Templar Archive, so the absence of Splash really came to bite him.
It really did. I mean, you've got a little bit on the Archons, but it's not a lot in that case. You really do need something like Storm, like you said, to handle that, or Colossi. I think VortiX definitely threw him off. The style that VortiX is playing is one that's nearly never, ever seen in Korea.
Right.
So Squirtle may not be quite as familiar with how to play against it. A lot of times in ZVP in Korea, well, pretty much in Korea and the rest of the world, really, too, you'll see Mutalisks, and then that's usually a precursor to later game tech, you know, Broodlords, Infestors, things like that. So, yeah, you get your Stalkers with Blink, you hold it off for a little while, and then you go into your own, you know, later game tech, and things are fairly normal. But where VortiX was coming in with tons of Lings and Banelings, that really threw off what Squirtle was doing, had him using a lot of resources he would have used on that tech on units just to stay alive, and even that didn't end up being enough. So, yeah, VortiX just really doing a good job of throwing Squirtle off his game, and he's trying to do it again. Look at this.
This layer's even faster than the last one.
Yeah, it could end up being the same build. We do have Overlords this time moving into position for a Nidus, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to discount it, man. I mean, I wouldn't be saying it if I hadn't seen it work in the past. So
I did not accept your bet for 50 esports dollars because I value esports dollars too much, and I think your game knowledge is a bit more polished than mine at the moment. So I didn't want to lose my 50 esports dollars. Those are hard to get.
They are.
Like, you don't just pick up esports dollars off the street, man.
You have to, like, mug people and take them.
You have to make bets and win.
It's like DayZ of esports.
You can actually only get esports dollars through betting, so it's tough.
That's
All right, so Squirtle's going to lose this game. We've got the Stargate.
Hey, Josh, what's this?
I can't read.
I can't read. It's a Nidus network because we are seeing a Nidus all-in with Speedlings. I'm telling you, man, this is getting pretty popular in ZVP. But I don't know if it's going to work very well this time.
He's gonna scout it.
Just like last game, Squirtle's looking for this, man. I mean, Protoss players know.
The great thing about Nidus networks is that probes can kill it. And
that's
the great thing for Protoss players.
Could be better. Now, the nice thing for Squirtle is that he is going Stargate against this, which will make it, if he does start a Void Ray, it'll make it pretty good for him to handle this. Oh, no, and he does get scouted right away. I don't know if we're going to see Zerglings come out of this. Man, those Nidus Worms have like no hit points.
So that's the great thing about Nidus Worms for Protoss players.
But there's another one coming up. This one's going to die too.
This one's got a sentry in tow as well.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to gun it for the Overlord. He says, quit making Nidus Worms at my base. I'll let the probes handle it.
It's so tough. I mean, this is why Atlantis Spaceship actually works a lot better for this than the other one.
And the natural.
Yep, that's right. Because at the Atlantis Spaceship, you've got a lot more space to bring in Nidus Worms, whereas on Metropolis, not so much. And suddenly VortiX is like, oh,
no, he's still building them.
He is. Where?
He's
oh, it's back
crazy.
here again.
He's
All he
denying
needs,
a lot
he
of
just
mining
needs
time.
to get one up. He just needs to get one up, and he will be fine. But look at this.
Do this forever. He'll never get any mining.
He's running solo on gas. He just can't afford it. A lot of Zerglings sitting
GG,
there.
no!
GG, that is
Oh
it.
God.
Oh, man.